So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Fields. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
A first down carry for Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he will be taken down here as the 1st quarter of play will come to an end. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
To try again after the sack. Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Fields. He's got a man. It's Marvin Harrison complete. The 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Marvin Harrison, 72 yards. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. And we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And even 150 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 39, Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cut.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Derrick Henry on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Back to throw. Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Moss for a Patriots touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On second down, here's Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive one of quarter three.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now he's loose again. Touchdown! Derrick Henry. 52 yards. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
From the gun on third down, Fields. Man open, it's Moss, complete. Randy Moss. Touchdown, Patriots. Randy Moss. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Well, it's only a 1-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 202 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of a 2-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it's unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Fields on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now it's Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harrison. Here's second and a yard. Throwing again is Fields. That's going to be caught by Moss. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Randy Moss, 36 yards. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, six-point game. Hester to return from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he's going to give his guys great starting field position as he dives to the ground to get as much as he can. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Henry is in. Touchdown, Seattle. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1 yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for two. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2 yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for two. get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Taking it about the 1.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively. So Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Derrick Henry, an even 90 yards. And the Seahawks use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead. All right, now the Seahawks face a big two-point conversion attempt. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's taken it all the way back for the return touchdown. And this game just got a little crazier. They're still alive here in the final stages.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it, but even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Here's Fields. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. to throw. Fields. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly